The story of my escape. It begins at Columbia CI work camp and going out every day working and seeing people walking around, couples holding hands, people just doing random stuff like that. You see that random stuff? Random stuff is happening all the time, all around us. But in my life, we have slave masters that tell us, mow the grass, weed eat the grass, take the trash up off the grass, lay face down in the grass. Lots of people don't like that. Hush. I'm trying to tell a story here.
Sounds slave master.
And would you hush? So, every day you go out, you get to see something that you don't get to have, do, or live in any shape, form, or fashion. So, as it wears on me, finally I find a bag of clothes on the side of the road. It had Dickie pants in it. Brand new Dickie pants. Matter of fact, all the clothes were new, but the Dickie pants were brand new. Something in me told me not to throw them away, so I hid them. And not 2 days later, I find Converse shoes, the blue and white ones with the strap. And they just happen to be size 9, which just happens to be my size. So this is a sign from God, the gods, or whatever the hell it is you worship. And now I know for sure that I got to go. I don't know where I'm going to go. I just got to go. So as I lay on my bunk, scheming and plotting, drinking coffee at 11 o'clock at night, smoking a rolled cigarette, I think to myself, I hate this train that goes by every Tuesday at 11 o'clock at night. Then I realize it's going toward Jacksonville. And in Baldwin, there is a train depot where all the trains congregate together. But that's not here or there. That's for later on in the story. So, I start planning what I'm going to do. Every day I go out, I see different things I can do. And how I can make my escape good. So I start growing my goatee out. I start letting my hair go. To a point, they say they're going to throw me in solitary confinement if I do not cut my goatee or my hair. But, like any good convict, I tell them, this dick. So, you're going to fuck up the video.
No, I'm
Look,
not.
you're fucking it up now. Anyways, Tuesday, October 20th, 2009 rolls around. I know today is that day. So at 11:30 when we take our lunch break, I put on all my clothes up under my prison gear. That day, when lunch does come around, I just walk off. I put my shoes on, switch my boots off. Of course, I had boots on. Put the other shoes on, and I start to walk off. So, as I walk off, what?
You want to burg it out?
No. I walk off. I don't know that at that moment, as I run off, everybody else runs and tells on me. And even one of the people from Jacksonville. Which is crazy. We're not supposed to do that to each other. Because prison is very based on where you're from, what city you're from. So, I don't know that I'm already on the run. I figured I'd have about 2 hours before they knew I was gone. Now I really don't have 2 hours. So now I'm dressed completely like a civilian, which helps throw them off because they're looking for a person in all blue jumpsuit. And I'm just walking merrily down the street. Which later when I tell the police this, it makes them infuriated because I'm walking down West Duval Street in Lake City, which is the main road. It's like Main Street. I walk. Oh, and I have a pocket full of coins. Change, about $13 in change that we've all collected. I've stole more than I have from other people because we were all collecting it. And I sold theirs too because fuck them at this point in life. And I'm like, I go to Winn-Dixie. When I stop at Winn-Dixie, I see they got complimentary coffee. I don't get the complimentary coffee yet. I get a Snicker bar, bag of chips, and a drink, and proceed to walk around the store with a basket similar to this one, except it's a Winn-Dixie basket. Yes, we just have baskets on hand. So I'm walking around looking through this Winn-Dixie, just randomly picking items off the shelf and looking at them, putting them back, and then grabbing the alternative to whatever the hell it is. And I walk around and walk around, and I steady do this till my drink, my Snicker bar, and my bag of chips is gone. Then I put the basket down, walk into the bathroom, use the bathroom, and walk right past it. Grab my complimentary coffee and walk out. As I walk out, I realize to myself, I would like some McDonald's. So I go use my $13 and change, which infuriates. Is that the right word?
Infuriate. Makes him really mad.
It pisses the people off at McDonald's that I'm paying in $13 and change. Which quite a bit of this is pennies. But I get a lot of McChickens, a McFlurry. I think I have 4 McChickens, a McFlurry, a fry, and like 2 apple pies. Yes, I was hungry. For good food. I really probably wasn't hungry at all. Because I just ate Winn-Dixie. But anyway, I see a girl filling out an application. Now, at this point, I had to wait till a train comes at 11 o'clock at night near a hospital, which is Lakeshore Hospital in Lake City. And in a residential area, a train can only go 15 miles an hour, which is slow enough for me to jump on the train and go. So, at this point, we're at about 12 o'clock noon. And we're waiting till 11 o'clock. So, I got 11 hours to kill. So, I think to myself, I can sit in here for about 20, 30 minutes eating. And then I can spend another 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, filling out an application. I was like, that don't look suspicious. I'm just in here, minding my business, filling out an application. I'm not a wanted criminal that just escaped from prison. Who in the fuck would be just filling out applications? So, once I do that, I walk out. I see a Walgreens. So I go to Walgreens and do their application on the computer. After that, I end up going to Little Caesars, Domino's, KFC. At KFC, the girl actually tells me that they're not hiring, but to fill out the application anyways, and sends me to Wendy's, where her aunt works, and they are hiring. And her aunt tells me to come back at 7 o'clock that night for an interview, which I never make it. Just to let you know. So, after that, I'm like, I'm going to walk to the mall. I haven't been to a mall in a while, a few years. So I start walking, not knowing that this mall is like 2.5 hours away. It's a long walk. Bumming cigarettes from people that don't know me at all, which pisses people off. I get to the mall, and I see a detective with my picture. So I leave the mall.
Smart move.
But luckily, I don't look really like my picture. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to the Walmart. The Walmart has video games. You can test out the demos and shit. So I'm thinking I'll do that for a couple hours. As I'm doing that, I see the police. And I'm talking about COs, not the real police. I'm talking about correctional officers. Correctional officers are the ones that have to come get you when you escape, not the police. The police can assist, but they're not the ones that come and get you. I had 60 correctional officers from Lake Butler Correctional, which is actually RMC, Baker CI, Columbia, where I'm from, Hamilton, and a couple other places. There's about 60 of them.
Eat it.
So, I see them going into the woods. I head into Walmart. I try to make a couple collect calls. the people that their numbers have changed in the last 3 years of my incarceration. Yes, at this point I have 8 years. But that's neither here nor there. And finally I spend a lot of time in Walmart. After I spend time in Walmart, I realize it's getting late. It's like 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock? Yeah, it's about 6 o'clock. It's starting to get dark. Now, a person that's walking down the street randomly in daylight isn't that strange. A person that's walking down the street in the middle of the night is a little stranger. So I need to get back to where I need to be, which again, I'm 2.5 hours away walking. I see a guy that's doing signs. He puts a pole, it's like them attachable ones. It's like a banner sign. And I asked him, I was like, hey bro, listen, my girlfriend's grandpa's in the hospital, man. I really need a ride to the Lakeshore Hospital. If there's any way you could do it. He's like, man, I can't do it. I got to put up the signs. I was like, look, check this out. What if I help you put up the signs? He was like, yeah, that's what's up. I'll do it. So I'm like, I help him. I put up the signs. I get the sledgehammer, jump on the back of the truck, and bam them into the ground. So at this point, he drives me all the way down there. There's a bug. Anyways, he drives me there. And as I'm about to get out, I have 1 cigarette left of the 4 I ended up bumming from people. I asked him, I'm like, hey man, you got a lighter? He's like, no, I don't smoke. So I'm like, damn. So I go to get out the truck. I'm like, fuck it, whatever. He's like, nah, but you can use the truck lighter. I'm like, all right, cool. So as I'm lighting my cigarette, he's like, man, you sure this is where you need to be? I'm like, yeah. I light the cigarette. I hit the cigarette a few times. I hand it back to him. I'm like, man, appreciate it. Appreciate the ride and appreciate the light. He's like, man, are you sure this is where you need to be? I'll take you somewhere else if that's where you need to be. I'm like, nah, man, this is where I need to be. He's like, all right. He drives off. At this point, I should have known something was up because this is the biggest hospital in Lake City, and there's nobody in the parking lot. There's no coming or going. I don't know that they're technically surrounded this entire hospital because a month ago, we sat around and was talking hypothetically if we ran off, what we would do. I told them, shit, I go to the library. They got free phones. Just random people are walking around all the time. And nobody's going to look for you in a hospital. You know what I'm saying? So you get a chance to use the phone, a chance to hold up somewhere, AC, free bathroom, free water. So you got pretty much everything you need. I didn't know when they went and told on me that they told them exactly where I would go. Didn't know that. So, as I'm walking in, I see 2 correctional officers walking out. It's an old white lady and a black dude. And the old white lady's like, that's him, that's him. The black dude's like, no, that's not him. And the old white lady's like, how many white boys in Lake City do you know have a teardrop? And at this point, I'm like, fuck. So I walk. But luckily, there's a glass between us. There's an outdoor and an indoor. They got to go through another door, and I'm going through the last door to go in. And there's no way for us to get through that glass. So as I walk up to the receptionist, and I ask for a fake name. He picks up the phone, kind of like this, puts it to his face, puts it back down, and says, no, they're not here. No, they're not here. Motherfucker, you didn't even say anything into the receiver. But I didn't say anything. Maybe he thinks I'm retarded. Fuck it, whatever. So I walk. I'm like, all right, thank you. Where's your bathrooms? He points me to the bathrooms. I shoot to the bathroom. As I get to the bathroom, I just push the bathroom door open and continue to walk. If anything, this will buy me at least a few seconds. They'll think I went in the bathroom and they'll fucking search the bathroom or whatever. So I keep running. I see these people. I'm running. I'm going out the back door. I'm walking fast. I'm not really running. I'm walking fast. I see people going out the back door. So as the people are going out the back door, I try to get up with this lady and her 2 kids and act like I'm with them. But I hear keys. Ching, 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 ching. So I'm like, man, fuck this. So I push past the little kids and shit, push one of them down. Yeah, I'm a bad person, whatever. I get outside. I jump down the little stairs. This is where all the nurses go to smoke and shit. It's like a back patio area. And I jump up to the other little patio area. And the police are coming out the back door. The old white lady's like, stop, you're only making it worse for yourself. I'm like, no, fuck you. Eat my dick, bitch. And I'm running. What?
You said that no lady?
Yeah, she's a CO though.
Oh.
She's trying to catch me. She's like, you're only making it worse for yourself. And I'm like, fuck you, bitch, eat my dick. So I'm thinking, if I can hit the woods, I don't know, there's 60 people here and they've tactically surrounded this place. I'm thinking, if I can get away from this fat black dude and this old white lady, I got it. So at this point, I'm thinking I'm in the clear. All I gotta do is hit it through these woods and disappear. If I can make it over there by the train tracks, it's the hood. Black people hate the police. So I'm gonna be straight. I can hide in any of their house. Or at least somewhere near. But as I run through the woods, don't know that most of this ain't woods. It's just a lot of thorn vines. And I'm running as fast as I can. It hits me. Boom. And like wraps my arm up. I twist and do like a flip. Now I'm laying on the ground like this, flailing.
Yeah, they can't see you.
Well, you missed it. I was on the ground flailing. And the police ran by. I guess I got knocked down so fast that they didn't see me get knocked down. They keep running. Well, they're not even in the woods, really. I'm just barely in the woods. And they're trying to keep up with me in the clear path between the woods. Because the woods ain't but maybe 20 feet deep. We're in a city block. It's just the woods next to the hospital. So they keep going. Well, I climb, like crawl really, across the ground, getting thorns everywhere. I'm just cutting myself up. I got little scratches everywhere. As I get up, I get on this tree. It's a fallen tree. I get up on the fallen tree, and I see that they went another way. I'm like, I'm in the clear. All I got to do is make it toward the train tracks. I'm going in the right direction. There's a shed, a house, and a street. Well, as I fully get up on the tree, one of the COs come around the thing with a pistol, saying, get on the ground, get on the ground. I'm like, man, fuck. So I hear him scream, he's over here, and I see all of them just start coming from everywhere. And I just sit there kind of like this with my hands behind my back. I'm like, man, I'm unarmed. If I can make him think I have a gun and he shoots me, you know what I'm saying? I can get some kind of lawsuit and maybe get some time back for this. But I'm thinking, nah, these are a bunch of redneck hillbillies, and they're going to plant a gun on me. One of them's got a gun in their truck. And they're going to plant a gun on me and say I shot at them or something. I don't know. And I'm like, man, whatever. So I'm like, all right, I raise my hands very slow, like this. I'm like, man, I'm unarmed. I'm getting down. I get down, do the whole thing like this. He grabs me and slams me face first into the dirt. And then, as they do, they put zip ties on my hands. They zip tie both my hands together. And as I'm laying there, they're running up. There's a whole bunch of them. He lifts me up by my shirt, and the other one kicks me in my face. Boom! Boom! You think you're smart, huh, boy? Boom! And they keep kicking me. Eventually, I pass out. I wake up to them kicking me. Then I go back to sleep to them kicking me. Then I wake up to them kicking me. And at this point, they ask me, do I have any weapons or sharp objects on me? Because now they're going to search me. Well, I happen to have a pencil in my pocket. Because I was walking around earlier, I took one of the applications, folded it in half, had the pencil, and as I was walking to the mall, I would look, every time I seen a cop car, because I didn't know about the CO thing yet, I would just look at the piece of paper and look at an address on the building and shake my head and keep going with this pencil. The pencil can't even write. The lead's broke. So I tell them I have a pencil in my pocket. So the one says he's got a pistol. So at this point, they proceed to kick me asleep again. When I wake up, it's at their feet. One of them's now stomping my face into the dirt. The other one tells him to stop so he can continue to kick me. At this point, I look like something off of a scary movie. Just pick one. It doesn't matter which one you pick. The one with the grotesque face. Anyways, they pick me up. My pants, because Dickie pants have the clip on them. It's they clip together like this. Well, that's broke. Now my pants are all the way like this, and they're dragging me like this.
Yeah, you had to put your pants on. That's cool.
Well, that's how they were dragging me. I forget that girls are watching this and whatnot, and who it's. So I'm getting animated with it. You wanted it to be good. Anyways, enough from that. As I'm walking to the van they're going to put me in, I hear some black dude in the back go, "Damn, y'all fucked that cracker up." I'm like, oh man, I'm fucked up. I'm gonna be ugly as fuck for the rest of my life. That's really what I thought too. That's sad. I don't care that I'm about to probably get 15 more years added to my sentence. That everybody I know is not gonna fuck with me anymore because I done fucked myself up completely. I'm worried about my looks. Conceited much? Maybe.
Yes.
Anyways, listen, we're not asking you. We're asking the people out there.
And they will say yes.
So I sit in this van like this. They're videotaping me the whole time. My hands hurt extremely bad because the zip ties are cutting my circulation off of my hand. Well, the door opens. I look. I can't see. I got mud in my eye. And some old white dude is in my face talking about what happened to your face. I'm like, man, fuck. They're going to beat my ass bad when I get back to the prison. So I'm like, man, I'm going to try to make it easy on myself. I was like, man, I fell off a dead tree. I was on a fallen tree that had died or whatever. And I fell and hit my face. He said, son, that's what you're going to say when the nurse comes with the camera? I'm like, that's what happened, shit. He's like, all right, I think you're going to be just fine after this. I'm like, yeah, wait till I get back to the prison. I ain't going to be just fine when I get there and they beat the fuck out of me again. Well, the nurse comes, which is Big Red. It's this tall Amazon bitch that's like 6'2", with red hair, and she's supposed to have 8 kids or some shit. That's neither here nor there. She comes and she's like, what happened to your face? I'm like, listen, long story short, I was on a dead tree that fell over, slipped, hit my face. Can you please get these zip ties off my hand? I can't feel my hand. It feels like needles are in my hand. She's like, no, we need to assess your face. I'm like, my fucking face is fine. These hands is what you need to worry about. So she's like, oh, you don't got to get mad with me. And I'm like, man, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Just get these zip ties off me. So she's like, all right. She sends an officer over there. The officer's like, they're like fingernail clippers to get zip ties off. He has to put handcuffs on me and then clip them. Well, he can't get the one off my hand because it's so swollen over my hand that it can't work. So he takes a pocket knife out and this long scar right here, which you can't see because I'm looking at it. He takes a pocket knife and digs it in my skin to get it off. Instant relief. Not really. It felt a lot better at the time, but it still felt like needles. So they take me back. They take me to the county jail because they're adding a charge, escape to my record. Which, fuck it doesn't matter at this point. I got so many felonies at this point. What's another one? So when I get there, they won't let me wash my face. I can't see. I don't know what the fuck's going on. They're dragging me around because my pants don't fucking work. They got my feet shackled now. I can't run. And they're trying to take my picture, and the officer at the county jail is like, we can't take his fucking picture. He doesn't look nothing like that. Because at this point, my eye's almost completely swollen shut. The other one's swollen and got mud in it. My lips are what I think are chapped, but they're not chapped. This is where they're all cut and the blood's then dried around my whole lip, so I look like the Joker. You didn't like that? You weren't paying attention. That's cool. Anyways, so they're like, man, we can't take his picture. So they don't even take my picture. They throw me back in the van, literally pick me up by my pants and chunk me in there because I can't step up there. Get back to the prison, go to first appearance next. Or I go back to the prison. They throw me in a psych cell, butt naked, and turn the AC on me. It's October. It's already 30 degrees outside or some shit. It's freezing. They got the window open, so the cold air is coming in there. I am completely naked. Completely 100% naked. And all I got is a plastic mat. No blanket, no underwear, no nothing. And the whole night I think they're going to fucking come in here and beat me. I'm so cold, I wrap myself up in the mat. Put my head against the wall. And now my feet are hanging out, my dick and my nuts are hanging out. And that's it. I'm trying to stay as warm as possible. I look like a fucking human burrito. When I wake up, I hear them banging on the door. They're like, oh, it's breakfast time. So they never eventually came because I tried to stay up as late as I could. I was this close because I'm in a cell that doesn't have water. Nothing works in this cell. I can't close the window, the water doesn't work, the seat don't work, can't do nothing. I was this close to washing my face in the toilet. and drinking the toilet. I need something to drink so bad. Luckily, I got a juice now and a milk. And I eat the breakfast. And when you're in a psych cell, they don't give you a spoon because you might kill yourself with the spoon, which is a spork and it's plastic. So you got to tear off this styrofoam plate and use the corner of it as a spoon. Or at least that's what I did. I don't know how other people do it. But I'm still completely naked at this point. And it's still freezing. Now they come and get me, put me in clothes or whatever, and take me to the county jail. When I get to the county jail, they're like, I go to first appearance, they let me wash up, whatever. Finally got mud out my eye. That's probably why I'm blind now. And go in front of a judge, the judge is like, damn, what happened to you? I was like, man, long story, man. We're just going to pass my court date off, right? And they're like, yep. I was like, all right, I'm going to go back to my cell. I'll leave. Now, they put me in a regular cell, which I can wear clothes and the toilet and all this shit works. Well, that's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday comes around, and they put a black dude in my cell. And he is just completely mad about life. Which I can't be mad. Nobody wants to be in solitary confinement. Well, he looks at my face and he's like, damn, who jumped on you? I was like, the police jumped on me. He's like, damn, that's fucked up, bro. I was like, yeah, it is what it is. Fuck it. So the next day rolls around. We're starting to talk to each other a little bit. And I'm like, bro, what are you in here for? What's got you fucked up like this? He's like, man, I think my girl just went to jail. I was like, yeah, okay, what's that got to do with you in the box? He was like, I was working outside the gate, which is what we call the work camp. Anybody that goes outside the gate, or outside the prison, works outside the gate. He was like, man, I was fucking my old lady in the truck, and they just ran down on me and caught me. Because, man, some fuck-ass cracker last week escaped and made it all hot for every crew. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. He was like, yeah, now I think my girl's going to jail, man. We might lose our kids and shit. I'm like, man, that's fucked up. He's like, man, what are you in here for? I'm like, you ain't going to believe this, but I'm that fuck-ass cracker that escaped last week. He's like, hell no, they beat you like that when they caught you? I was like, yeah. After that, though, we were friends. So we found out we were at Lake City JIT camp together. Then we were at that camp together. Then we were at Santa Rosa together. Then we were at Baker together. We've almost been to every camp together. Real good dude. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. So eventually I get out the box. About 5 months later, I started going to court for this. Well, me and him started working together on our case to find out that he beat his altogether because he never escaped. He never went anywhere. He never did anything. He beat his altogether. All he wanted to do was fuck his old lady. And he was supposed to get out, but he ended up murdering somebody and got caught up on a cold case, and they added 10 years to his sentence. So in the long run, he ended up with more time than I did. That's crazy now that I think about it. Anyways, so I got paperwork about this thick that tells me everything about an escape. An escape in legal terms means to break free from, which I didn't break free from anywhere. I just walked off. And absconding is to leave secretly and quietly, which is what I did. It's a less punishable charge. So in trial, I feel like I could win. So my public defender, I tell my public defender this. She's like, what do you want to do? I said, I want to go to trial. She's like, you do know you're dead wrong. I said, man, I like the jury to figure out whether I'm dead wrong or not. Not you. You were for me. At this point, I'm innocent until proven guilty. And you're supposed to be on my team with that. She's like, but you escaped from prison. I said, man, like I told you, I'm going to let the jury figure this out. So they think I'm just completely crazy. The state attorney's like, what? So they're like 10 years, 10 years, 10 years. I'm like, man, I'm not taking 10 years. Fuck that, I'm not taking 10 years. I said, at this point, they're going to give me 15. You do 12 off 15. So what's the difference if you give me 10 years, I do 2 more than 10? I'm getting fucked either way. So it comes down to, well, I'm not signing my rights to a speedy trial over, so in 6 months you got to take me to trial. 6 months is already up. You've already violated my rights to a speedy trial because this is October and we're in April now. And we're going into May. So my rights to a speedy trial have been over. You're violating my rights. So they're like, well, we'll give them 5 years. My public defender comes over there and says, okay, they said they'll give you 5 years. I tell them I say, walk over there and tell them I said this dick. That's what I tell them. So she's like, what are you, you're going to go to trial and you're going to lose. I'm like, fuck it. If I lose, I lose. If I don't, I don't. To me personally, I felt like I had a good chance. If I had to represent my damn self. Well, she goes over there and they talk it out. Well, they come back. And she asked me, she says, what will you take? I said, on my guideline sheet, which is a sheet that tells you how much time you're supposed to get, which mine said anywhere between 2 years and 15 years, which is the max it could carry. The lowest is 2 years because of my points. And I said, since my lowest score is 2 years, the lowest they can offer me is 2 years, tell them I'll take that. So she walks over there, I see them shake their head, no, and I'm like, all right, well, it's on, we're going to have to go to trial. She walks back, she says, they won't give you 2 years, but they will give you 25 months. I'm thinking in my head, that is fucking insane. You want to get off so bad that you won't give me 24 months, but you'll give me 25 months. But fuck it, whatever. So I tell them they're twisting my arm, but tell them I'll take it. So I got 2 years added to my sentence, which only really adds a year to your sentence. A little over a year. Altogether, for me it did. But whatever. And that's basically the whole escape story. From beginning to end. When I got sentenced for it and everything. So between October 20th and April 16th, I escaped, got caught, went to court for it, and got sentenced to only 2 years. And other people have did less than that. They walked away from work release. Work release, which is you're already out there wearing civilian clothes, and you got 5 to 10 years. I've actually escaped by walking off of a work camp and only got 25 months. Some people say I'm lucky. Well, if a fucking plane engine falls on me, that's lucky. Because who else gets to die from a plane engine falling on them? I've never heard of that.